buns, it is Steph. Welcome back to my home. Home spelled H-O-E-M. And you know why? You're gonna have to figure it out, it's fine. Today, I'm here to talk to you about tattoos. Something that I have a lot of, okay? It's been a while and I've just been collecting and stabbing some more and getting stabbed. I can't say why I like it so much or why I have so many. It's just kind of a thing that I enjoy and I like. Maybe it is a weird primal beast thing where it's just the adrenaline of pain makes me feel alive. That's probably it. Let's go with that. Sounds responsible and very human. I have 2 hand tattoos now. One of them is a machine tattoo and one of them is a stick and poke, and I want to talk to you about that experience, both experiences. More so the stick and poke because it's more recent and I can remember it and I have footage, but I'll talk to you about both. So let's start with the hand one because I have less memory and less information about that. This one was done by an artist named AJ Richardson. I mentioned this in my last tattoo video, but I didn't really talk about it in detail. I don't remember it hurting any more dramatically than the rest of my arm, but there's this weird tattoo pain that's not quite pain, and it's like the jiggling of your insides. And I felt it when I got my sternum done, and I also felt it inside of my hand just because the hand is so like small. So if something's tapping on the top that quickly as a tattoo machine, it's gonna vibrate like everything. It's gonna be very vibrational, if you will. That's what happened here. So it wasn't really so much surface pain. It wasn't so much the pain of being like poked a lot. It was more the fact that I could feel all of the insides of my hand just kind of like shift with every single needle poke. And it's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is a great way to describe that. But I would not describe it as more painful than the rest of my arm. When it went to my finger here, when it encroaches upon the finger here, you know how it drooples down my finger winger? I also don't remember that hurting anymore, but it definitely was like a sharper feeling because the skin is so thin on your fingers and it's like very abused. Your hands, you use them for a lot, so the skin becomes tougher. So we had to kind of like take longer doing the finger, but it healed pretty good. The one part that did not heal well is the knuckle, and that's very common, and the same thing happened over here. And that's just because your knuckles, like the skin moves a lot over the knuckles. The knuckles get the most use if you have an impact with your hand of any kind. So if you're like a street fighter or you're part of like a secret fighting group that you can't talk about and there's like rules about it, you know what I mean, then maybe you'll have some hard times healing up your knuckles, all right? Or maybe if you're just reckless, careless, and clean without gloves on, and like, maybe if you're just like a regular person too, you know? So I might get that touched up at some point just because it's a little bit faded on top of the knuckle, but also I don't really care. I think some fading gives it some character, so I'm not like worried. But overall, pretty standard experience, nothing crazy with the hand in terms of pain. And the same thing applies to the second tattoo, because I know a lot of people are very concerned about like, is it gonna hurt? Like, is it more wordy? But it's not really. I don't think so. That being said, everybody's experiences with pain are subjective. So something that gives me absolutely no pain might give you excruciating, torturous, furious pain. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Don't quote me and get mad if you go get a hand tattoo and you're suffering. Please. Thanks. Sometimes I get asked the question, aren't you like scared of getting hand tattoos because then you'll be unemployable? And I have the privilege of working in a field where that doesn't matter. This is my job. I can do whatever I want with my body and nobody can tell me it's bad or inappropriate or fire me for it. I mean, you can tell me it's bad and inappropriate, I just won't care because that's the reason I have. I hope you loved it. I don't exist in a world where I have to be concerned about people firing me for my appearance. So I'm grateful for that, but I know that's not everybody's reality. And I hope we are in a world where that does not matter in like the next couple of years. I know it's gonna take time, but I can already see, and you can see in like tattoo trends and like statistics and research and studies that people are getting more tattoos than they ever had before in history. And that's just because it's more acceptable and more accessible. And that's very cool to me. So I think as that pattern continues, it will become more and more acceptable to have visible tattoos in workplaces, including corporate environments where your soul is controlled by so many rules. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You know, you can always just wear a glove and say you had like a hand accident and you just have to wear a glove for it. And if you really want to get a hand tattoo, you know what I mean? Just lie. Nothing wrong with that. I want to talk about my thumb tattoo now, my finger one down here. As soon as I got this, I noticed immediately all of the space around it that wasn't filled. And that happens when you get a lot of tattoos. You stop noticing your tattoos and you start noticing the empty spaces because they're a lot more visible than the actual tattoos. Very frustrating. So I'm very, very glad that I finally got this here. And this is a knife, and it's a stick and poke done by my friend Jenna. She is called the Tat Brat on Instagram. Very worth looking into. She's a really cool, talented artist. She's got a very interesting style. She's just a rad person, and I really like her. So you should check out her Instagram, linked in the description box. Just type it into your telephone right now and observe the Instagram while I talk about the tattoo. I think it's kind of a complimentary experience, and it really should just be done as a whole. This was stick and poke, and I had a stick and poke actually by Jenna. This is like her 5th tattoo ever, by the way. She's just so cool. I love her. This one I had some pain with, which could have been because she was much newer at it when I had this done. And it could have also been because there's just more happening here. I don't know, but I had literally no pain with this. 0 pain. That's okay, Philip. Do you have to see it? It's okay, it's okay.
Hello?
I don't know where I was, but we're just gonna jump right back in, okay? I had no pain whatsoever with this thumb tattoo. Like, I barely felt it. It felt like somebody was just like, oh, 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 oh. Like it was fair, like it was whatever, you know what I mean? It was like, fine. You want? So listen, every tattoo artist that I meet and that I see more than once knows how obsessed I am with getting eyes tattooed on my body. So when I said I wanted to come see her, she drew up some designs for me, which is so cool. Let me just put in a little clippy of that. Just a little clip.
I drew a whole bunch out. So this is my Stef page.
Oh, word.
Okay.
That is a Stef page. Holy shit.
So these were all the kind of different
vibes.
things. So if we had a larger space, we could do something more intense.
Yeah.
So I first drew the skull, but then I know you love like eyes and things. So I was playing around with that concept too. And then we have the darker and lighter versions. But then if we want to go smaller and simpler, I did like the 3 different ones there, which are kind of cool.
I'm really attracted to this one.
Cool.
For this space, is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, I just wanted to see like how, yeah, we could probably do it there or
there.
for Phil.
Oh, we got a Phil page.
For me.
Okay.
Yeah, Philip.
It's gonna be pretty
Let's
cool.
check it out.
So yeah, I saw that you already had a wolf face on you, so I wanted to do something a little different. Still kept keeping with the geometric kind of style.
That's super dope.
I thought something like that would be cool. I started building like a background on it too, which we could add.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about it. I'm like, it could go either way because I thought it looked really
There's, like,
cool,
trees
like
too, I see in
simple. But if you did want to go a little bit bigger too, you have the room space on your arm.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna go right here.
Cool. So yeah, we definitely
Start
have
there.
that.
Yeah.
That space.
It's your art.
And ultimately I decided on this one because I like a lot of open space in my tattoos. I don't like them being super filled in. I like the skin showing through the line work. This one had the least black, and it had this cool image of a woman crying, and like most of my eyes on my body are crying, which I kind of might want to change at this point. Like, not change the old tattoos, but maybe just get like nicer eyes that are not crying. Maybe that would like improve my mental state if I stopped covering myself with sadness. Maybe not though, you know, who knows? Who can say? Who can never be sure? Just like with this part, I would say the most this got was uncomfortable. It became more uncomfortable when she was filling in the darker areas because she had to kind of go over a few things like the handle here. But ultimately this did not take very long for a stick and poke, and it felt very painless. So if you were curious about pain level for stick and poke tattoo or for hand tattoos, I would say minimal. Same as the rest of your arm. Stick and poke even less so. Stick and poke is an interesting art form. It's very atavistic, if you will. If you will. I wonder why I could be plugging such a definition. I wonder. It must have nothing to do with the future of my content direction and my life. It's probably nothing at all. If you were wondering about pain, there's your answer. If you're wondering about employability, my answer is that I don't give a fuck. That was meant to be a lot cooler, and then I choked on my air, and then We all suffered for it. If that's something that concerns you, then of course wait, or just get tattoos in parts of your body that you can cover, because I know that not everybody has the privilege to just express themselves however they want to. And that does suck, and I want to change it for the entire planet, but one person at a time, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go back to get it touched up just because around the knuckle here, just like I said over here, it has faded a little bit just because I can't help but use my hands. Like I have to move them, I have to use them. And when you're healing a tattoo, you're not supposed to overly wash it and overly moisturize it. And with your hands, that can be difficult. So it's gonna be a harder healing process, or not as good of a healing process as other parts of your body, because you have to compensate for the fact that it's your hands. Like you can't just leave them unwashed if that's your style of recovery. You can't just wash them with whatever soap you want, and you can't just moisturize them with whatever you want. Like it has to be very specific. So the healing does take a hit for hand tattoos, but that really is only the only major difference that I experience. Not more painful, and I think it's really cool when I see a hand that's like fully done and everything kind of works together, and I'm really excited to get more done on my hand. I think next I want to get something here, and then I want to get some things on my finger areas, like up here, right here. I love complete hand pieces. So I'm gonna go back to Jenna, I think actually, for the rest of my little pieces around the heart. And then I'm gonna go back to Soft Point, and I'm gonna have them put these leaves around everything. And I'm just so excited. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be an experience. And we're gonna love it. Grinch to that bench in less than a second. I feel as though I've covered all the bases. I hope you check out Jenna on Instagram. She's a fantastic artist and a very cool person, and I really respect her. I respect her art, I respect her creativity and her hustle, and she's come up in this so fast, and she's gotten better so fast, and it can only go uphill from here. Like, she's just a freaking star. So go check her out. I love her. She's fantastic. And until next time, just remember, I hope that you are in a place where you can express yourself on your body outwardly the way you want to. And if you're not there, and if it's not possible for you, I hope that it will be very soon. And I will do my best to put things into the world that encourage that mindset in every person that encounters them. So that one day you can just have like horrific imagery on your hand and just get a job at Dairy Queen serving the things. Like, you know what I mean? Like just some skulls and blood and murder and like maybe some exposed breasts and just all that. And it's just very normal. You know, that's what I want. Nothing wrong with that. One last thing before I go is I would love it if you check out the Patreon page that I've started. I think it's a little bit confusing and I'm working on clarifying exactly what it is, but basically it's a Patreon for me and for Phil, who is another creator, and we're doing things together. So we're kind of like using that as an opportunity to make things together because we work very well together. He's over here, you can't see him. There he is.
We work good.
We work good. Honestly, I am very excited about the future of my content. I know you guys have seen the decline in my content last year. It was very obvious. I think you could see the decline of my mental state, and I'm telling you right now, I am better, and I am ready, and I am furious in the good way. Like, I'm ready to make things. You know what I mean? So this Patreon is a way to support that and to help us create things that are more interesting and exciting for you. And you get a lot of behind the scenes content because of it. So if you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. I will still be posting 3 videos a week on this channel, which I haven't done for probably 3 years. So I'm really excited because I'm gonna be giving you way more content than ever before. And if you're a patron, you get even more than that. So it's gonna be litty, and I hope you'll join us. I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye. Cute.
Cute.